Well, Gaffer, our name's in the hat for the fifth round draw. You've got to do it all over again on Tuesday night, but they've showed some real guts for you this afternoon.
Yeah, that was the most important thing. You know, obviously we've been on a difficult run in the league, and it's so important that we show that we've got that fighting spirit, we've got that connection still with the fans, and we're together. You know, that spirit that the lads have shown today to come to a very difficult place and keep fighting, and to get the equaliser at the end was the most pleasing thing for me.
Yeah, and given the tough run that we're on, it would be easy to feel sorry for ourselves. 2-1 down, away from home. It's a miserable night up in Lancashire, but actually they've kept going right to the very end there for you.
They have, and that's the character of the group. You know, obviously we've been on a poor run in the league, we know that, but the fight's been there. Apart from the Bristol game where we did let ourselves down, you know, we've been in every game. We keep going to the end, and a couple of them games we could have had different outcomes. But I mean, for that support, 4,000 behind the goal, you know, it's unbelievable really, and you know, I'm so proud of them and the players and the effort, and you know, we keep fighting. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, if you rewind right to the start of the game, it's a perfect start. Rida Kadra scoring after just 3 minutes. He's showing now two goals in 3 games, what he can bring. Is he a player that's going to have a big impact for us between now and the end of the season?
Yeah, of course he is, and that's why he's here. You know, he's come into the group. I've said I only want to bring players in who are going to help the group, and Rida's come in. He's young, he's 21, you know, he's got a point to prove, and he's really exciting. You know, his performance today was good. We had to bring him off after an hour. He hasn't had many games, so we've got to protect him a little bit there. But then the subs that came on, you know, they did really well again today, and you know, again, you know, we're pleased to have him in the camp.
It's the first time we've taken the lead in a game in 7 matches. Does that help us just settle into a bit of a rhythm early doors?
Yeah, of course it does. It certainly does. You know, I think again, listen, the most important thing is that we just kept going. You know, we took the lead. I get that. You know, the manner we conceded the goals again, with 2 goals, were so soft. You know, we need to improve on that. We need to be harder to score against at the moment. But you know, again, that fighting spirit, that togetherness, everything about Birmingham City, you know, the players have done that today, and you know, it's so important that we keep that connection with the fans and the players. You know, the players and the fans are going to get us through this difficult period, and it's only us as a group who are going to get through and make this club great again. You know, so you know, the most important thing to me is that we kept going, we kept fighting, and them young boys who came on were brilliant.
And it felt like we were always in that game. Whenever we got at Blackburn, there was opportunities for us. We've created some big chances in the game as well. I think we've got 13 shots, 8 on target. Did you feel there was always something in it for us today?
Yeah, I feel like that. You know, in every game we go to, you know, obviously the results haven't been good of late, but the effort and the togetherness is still there. You know, we know how we want to play. We know what we want to do. The most important thing is that we stop the blooming ball going in the net. You know, and at the moment we're not doing that well enough. You know, but you know, there's no victims here. They're fighters, you know, and that's what we're all about. And we keep going and we keep working hard, and our luck will change.
Dwelling on the positives, Gary Gardner gets an hour in the bank. He's a player who played his part in that goal as well, and good to see him back out on the pitch.
Yeah, brilliant. You know, what a massive plus. You know, fantastic player for the club, fantastic championship player. He's only going to help this young group of players. You know, it was great to get an hour out of his legs today, and you know, it's a big plus to have him back.
On a sour note, Neil Etheridge reports he was racially abused from supporters behind the goal here at Ewood Park. I know the referee came over and spoke to both coaches. Goes without saying, can't be any place for it in society, let alone the game.
No, and it's really disappointing, and us as a football club will make sure that we look after Neil, you know, and as you say, Dale, you know, there's no room at all in society, let alone football, in that, and you know, it's really disappointing, and it's something that we've got to stop.
Yeah, and it seemed like the players all rallied round him, coming off the pitch, down in the dressing room as well. There's a tight-knit group there, they'll look after him.
Of course they will, and you know, he's proved when he's put on them gloves for us, he hasn't let us down. He's been magnificent, you know, he's been magnificent all season, the way he's pushed John Ruddy, the way he's led in the group as well, you know, he's been brilliant. So again, another strong performance from him, and I'm sure he'll get another opportunity on Tuesday.
Yeah, you've already mentioned the 4,000 supporters. I'm just thinking back to that last 10-15 minutes. We were putting the pressure on, pushing for that equaliser, trying to score then the winner. Did it feel like that spark was back between the supporters and the players again?
Yeah, it did, and I don't think the spark hasn't been there. You know, I think the spark is there all the time with the fans and the players, you know, because they can see how committed the boys are. You know, we are on a bad run in the league, we know that, but that fighting spirit's still there, and they want to do well for the fans, most importantly, you know, and again, real positive signs to come out of it, out of today's game, and we just keep going. You know, I've said there's going to be difficult periods. As long as we keep going and fighting, then we'll get through it, and you know, eventually when we get through it, the club will fly again.